What's up, everyone? Big Bob. Let's blow you out.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Like speaking the money. Welcome to episode 4 of It's What We Do podcast. Once again, thank you to Black Widow Investigations for making this episode and every episode possible. Thank you to our producer, July King. Thank you to our audience for showing up.
Thank you. Thank you.
And tonight we got something special. Thank you to my friend Big Kaz for his Outlaw Vodka. Big Kaz, thank you. Appreciate the drink. You guys check him out. I'll put his link below. We've been kind of MIA. We were traveling a little bit, me and Mr. July, and we're back. So we're trying to be trying to drop as many episodes as we can, but bear with us. We're still learning, and we are very busy, especially him. He is very busy videographer. Today we got a special guest, Brandon Rivera of Bagger Rags.
What's up? What's up?
Thank you for coming.
Of course. Thank you for having me. What's up?
I'm always excited, and I say thankful because everyone comes up to us.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't.
I get the same feel.
Thank you.
Of course.
You know, Big Chill. He came from Anaheim.
Really?
Yeah. So, dude, that was awesome. I appreciate you guys for coming.
Hey, no worries.
Being on the podcast with us. So, Bagger Rags. What is Bagger Rags?
Bagger Rags. So, long story short, Bagger Rags just came from coming up with an artistic name to kind of explain what, everybody puts a bandana on their bike, right? That's kind of the end game of trying to set something different or be with, the trend of having a bandana match your bike. That shit is cool, and I know with me personally, it was trying to, map one out, and no matter how we would place it or fold it or anything like that, it would just not be, it was not a good look. It was not a good look. And once we came up with this, it was kind of like, we got a, Harley bandana, so we just tried mixing names back and forth, and I was like, well, you know what, the Road King's a bagger. And bandanas are rags, people call them rags, and it was like, hey, let's put it together. And Bagger Rags just kind of came about, but the oddly enough thing is my name is Brandon Rivera, and the BR is Bagger Rags. So it's kind of like name placing on material and people seeing that, and it's like not only just putting the Bagger Rag name out there, but having my initials out there too.
What's funny is we made hats. They're called Serapa hats. So the bills were custom sewn with real Serapa material.
Yeah. And
they were expensive. They were like, what, $60, $50? Because they were custom.
Yeah.
But instead of putting Bonehead, we put BH ink. My mom said, hey, Bobby Herrera. I was like, oh shit, I never thought about this. So that's funny.
And it took a little while for me to even notice it. Like
I didn't notice it, yeah.
Oddly enough, it was like we done it and then start looking at the tag and I was like, hey, BR, that looks kind of familiar. It sounds like, it rings a bell. And it just, oddly enough,
so
it worked.
People always have you in their pocket with you.
Always.
So the way me and Brandon met was, and I've said it before, I'm not afraid to say it. A lot of people reach out to me, and I'm not a marketing whore, I guess if you call it. I work with people, and I'm being honest that I feel I want to work with. If a lotion company called me, I'm not going to do it unless they pay me big money. Then I'll do it. So anyway, Brandon got a hold of me, and I was like, I think I ignored him a few times.
Yeah.
Then I actually looked at the message, and I was like, all right, then we met up, and I was like, fuck, man, we had a good vibe, we clicked, and that's huge, you know what I mean, especially in all this industry and all that.
Yeah, most definitely.
And here we are, but now, you sew everything, right?
Everything.
So, that's what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
A lot of people stole their rags in there, right? Was that annoying you?
Yes and no. So usually the accessory rag was more for the bike. It wasn't, I wasn't even thinking outside the box, right?
Okay.
And once we got one on the bike, it was like, man, I put a bandana in my pocket all the time. You know what I mean? You have, and it was like, man, this is something that, I don't know about you, but I've rode with bandanas that, by the time you're in with your ride, it's not even in your pocket anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or anywhere you put one and you just try to have it and it doesn't work. So we included the keychain and the belt loop with it, and now it's just fully accessible. It's not even just a belt loop thing now. You do it, kids in backpacks and
that's bad.
purses, and I have people putting them on their rifles, and it's just,
really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of love we get for just the accessory rag.
And the cool thing is it reached past the motorcycle community.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? That's hard to do.
Motorcycles, dirt bikes. I've seen indie trucks, lifted trucks, anywhere from low riders, and kids. Kids and backpacks, and it's crazy to see how it impacts different types of communities. But still all about the same reason.
And the thing I like about we had a clothing brand. There's really nothing special about clothing brands in the sense where it's trial and error with designs.
Yeah,
it's like, that didn't work, that worked, this didn't work. But with something like this, same thing just I top of my head, Mike's Pro Lids, the helmet guy. Mm-hmm. He made it for his son. That's how it started. And then his friend wanted one.
Yeah.
You made it because you were saying earlier, you wanted to try it. You sewed it and all that stuff. And it's like, dude, I'm like, that's badass. We just made a shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
There's no I think what you guys do is amazing because it's literally hit or miss.
Yeah.
Exactly. Either it's gonna happen or it's not.
Mm-hmm. And one of the ways we kind of figured it was gonna work is even just pointing kind of rough drafts and posting rough drafts on Instagram. We would still get kind of a little bit of feedback from it, and that's when I reached out to you 12 times. No, I'm just kidding. I reached out to you a couple of times, and finally I was like, man, you reached back out. And I appreciate how formal it was, and we got to really have a business type of relationship in the beginning to discover it and figure out what we needed to do. But now that it's fully printed and packaged and displayed the way it is, we had my first legit show was your toy drive. And
was it really?
Yes, that was my first legit show, and man, I'd say we sold out of 80% worth of stuff. It was to the point where people were coming, because we were even sitting there before the show going, what is not enough? Or what is too much? Because I don't want to overdo it and kind of not a discouragement, but because of course you're building, right? You're still new, but try to figure out what's going to set the standard for us. So now I have an understanding of what to do every show, and it was just like, wow, we couldn't believe that everybody liked it, and we'd even have people start throwing out suggestions like, have you ever thought of making these like this and making these like that? And I'm like, wow, those are pretty interesting ideas. I want to try to branch out. And as soon as we got home, I was telling her we were so motivated. It was like, we got to come up with more stuff, man, more colors. More designs, not just bandana style. Because to be honest, the bandana style is a little aggressive. Mm-hmm. It's aggressive, and that we all know that. Everybody knows where the bandana history comes from, and now we've stepped out with baseball patterns, football patterns, Disney patterns, and little voodoo stuff, and artistic things that people see, and they're like, man, I don't have to get a bandana. I can get something else other than that, and we have them in all lines. So
you're making the other designs right now?
Yeah, I have them.
Wow.
I have them, locked and loaded, ready to go.
So do you have a website though?
I do not. Okay. Do not have a website.
So where can they find you?
On Instagram, so it's bagger_rags. That's where you can find me.
Okay.
And we do everything. We accept Zelle, Cash App.
No excuses.
No excuses. No excuses. We get it shipped out as soon as we can, and and especially if we're out of stock, and we try to do our best to make sure we're in a timely manner.
Right.
Definitely.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a bagger rag. Is this a bagger rag or bagger rags?
So a bagger rag, this is an accessory.
So this is a rag?
Yeah, that's a rag. That's an accessory.
Bagger rags is the name?
Is the name, yes.
I'm asking, I don't want something stupid.
Yeah.
So that's a bagger rag from Bagger Rags.
Yes.
Now, does the little ones like mine?
Yeah.
I'm all over the mic. Are those for sale or they come as gifted?
Either or. So we at shows, I like to offer them. I put them in a bin, and it's like one of those like trinket stuff you can dig through the tote. I sell them for like $3-5, depends on the time or how we're feeling that day. Most of the time, if you buy 2 rags from me, I'll just be like, hey, take one. Or even we have Disney patterns and superheroes and other little things that are kid friendly.
You heard them, buy 2 rags and get one.
Yeah.
So I've had this thing since November.
Yeah, November.
This thing's actually pretty beat up, but it's still together. How good
That's a prototype too. That's a prototype.
Yeah, this was a sample, right?
That was a sample.
Dude,
yeah.
So this thing's been through hell.
Yeah.
And I don't treat my wallets very nice or anything because they're wallets, but this thing's beat up, bent up, and it's still holding on. So get yourself a feather. Yeah. Let's call it a feather.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
What about earrings?
Yeah. You know what? That's what we've even tried.
My ears are still open. I wear one.
Right. I've even tried looking to see if we can do like, cause bandana plugs, people,
Right.
They stretch their ears and stuff like that. We want to start trying to, we start leaking product lines.
No, well, don't tell nobody.
I want them to know because it's coming. Like we're even thinking like women's headbands. You pull your head back with the elastic and that, and get something nice and fitted and stuff for ladies and they ride. And,
that's the thing. One thing you just said, the elastic. One thing I noticed off the bat was the quality in it.
Yeah.
Like this is not cheap. Like cheap meaning.
It's not
like
a cheap
dinky.
bandana. It's not a cheap
Yeah,
bandana,
it's
most
like
definitely.
you didn't just iron it and it's sewn. It's it's top notch.
Yeah, and we went through a lot of trial and errors trying to see, even just in fabric, right? Because they have polyester, they have a suede, they have the 100% cottons, they have, and even the polyester ones look really great because they're kind of a fuchsia color. But as soon as you hit the road, they blow out.
What's fuchsia, like purple?
No, not like how would you say it?
I like that word though, fuchsia.
Yeah, fuchsia. It's kind of like they change. It's like a greener green, like more aqua than blue.
What's aqua?
Like what's aqua?
I don't know what fuchsia is. I don't know what fuchsia is. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, here's what it is.
Yep.
Shit, I lost track of train of thought. I was gonna ask something. Anyway, what were we talking about? You gotta remind me.
The quality of the rag.
The quality of the rags, yeah. And you sew each and every rag, or
Everybody, no, that's me.
she's like,
She's like, nah, no way, no way.
Start off with the packaging.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
I don't want to interrupt.
No, but it's a tedious process. We try to get our bang for our buck when it comes to it, but man, we literally have a white picnic table in the living room and a sewing machine on there with a shelf in the corner, and it's just sew them up, iron them up, sew them up, and then off to the side. And then the next step, once everything's made like that, we take the next step, and that's doing the grommets and getting all the packages for the links and everything correct. And
I didn't think about all that.
Yeah.
Is this one rag or are they cut?
just one rag.
Really?
Just one rag.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you folded up pretty good.
Yeah, we try to make sure it's pristine. Yeah,
Right,
most
right.
definitely. Most
Wow.
definitely. We do our best.
I forgot about you guys got to punch holes and put everything else.
That's
I'm
funny
just
how I
thinking about
stumbled
the
upon that too, because man, we tried like
That's what I was gonna say.
like at a hardware store. We were trying to figure out how to put something in there. So we had like rubber grommets and we even just went with the hole punch, and I could not figure out how to do it in one day.
Right.
Coaching the Little League team, we ordered a flag for our team, and I noticed the grommet that was on it. And I was like, man, that's pretty interesting. That looks pretty clean, and start doing more research and where we can find them and the different sizes. You can find them in, now we want to try to do them in different colors, not just silver. We want
the
to do them in
grommets.
black, gold.
Wow.
Try to do red so you can kind of two-tone it, or like whatever color stitching you can do with that style.
See, that's the detail.
Exactly.
Like we're talking about my flannel that just came out. Medina, and I think is by the way, I'm not sure when this can air, probably a couple weeks, but go to medinaflannel.com and get yourself a big
Yeah,
bob.
most definitely.
Let me see that.
Go get yourself a big bob.
Flannel. Get your own big bob. Mine already has it. So here it is.
Well, easy, bud.
Badass buttons. But we're talking about the buttons and how Vic, owner of Medina, he's attention to detail. I'm not that guy. I'm not afraid to admit it. But yeah, the attention to detail. So they sell these as colored?
They don't.
So you would dye it, or how would you do that?
Order. You
can order.
We can have them made for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like these ones, like those are standard. You can buy them, at a hardware store,
Right.
Harbor Freight and that. But to get the actual colored ones, you'd have to try to have somebody custom make those for you. And
wow.
It's like even just reaching out to the company that makes those ones and seeing, hey, can you guys come up with something different? This is what we got going on.
Right.
See what kind of feedback we get back from it.
Now you're in a few shops as well now, right?
Yeah. We I think we're working with Mikey over at Dirtbags. He has some stuff. I think his name Marcos over at IE Baggers. He has some stuff there. Even I think the Viclasos, I think I'm saying it right. I forgot the gentleman's name, but
JR?
His shop, I think his shop over
Malo,
there.
they call him Malo. JR's Customs,
Yeah, he has some stuff over there as well.
JR, if you're watching this, not Malo. I only know him as JR.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Malo came from, but that's not mine.
We're still fairly new to the community, so we're still trying to get to know everybody.
Everyone's
figure
alright.
everybody out.
Everyone's cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
Everyone's amazing.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Now, a lot of people may not know about you. A lot of people who are doing what we're doing, you know, we all have something, more than one thing going on.
Oh, most.
You know what I mean? But it's normal. Like, I don't feel like I have a million things going on. I just do a million things.
Yeah, most definitely.
You tattoo. Your a barber. I would say haircuttist. Your haircuttist. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, barber.
You coach Little League.
Coach Little League.
You have a full-time job.
I have a full-time career that I do as well.
And what else? Because I can't leave my pinky like this. You're a husband.
And I'm a husband.
Yeah.
I'm a husband. Full-time father. You know, most definitely. Yeah.
So how do you do it?
Well, see, at night the other arms come out, and I'm able to juggle everything like that. But it's just, you know what? A lot of it has to do with the motivation of my family, right? Because I'm a big family man when it comes to, you know, my world and what they mean to me, and I'll do whatever it takes. At the end of the day, that's just the mentality, is how you do whatever it takes, and that's a lot that comes from my grandfather. Which is the reason why I ride a motorcycle in the first place, was always just, you bust your ass and there's no excuses. You never look back. Bust your ass and never look back. And that's just kind of how we've been doing it.
Right,
Whatever it takes, we're going to get it done. And just time management, man.
Sound like a rap. Bust your ass and never look back.
That's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. That's a good t-shirt.
That's a good t-shirt. Hey, don't even.
We're gonna bleep that part out.
Shit, edit.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Bust your ass and never look back. That's good.
No, well, your full-time job, is it Monday through Friday or?
It's Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Monday through Friday. Yeah, I work for an amazing lumber company. I don't know if I'm able to say their name on here.
It's up to you. You can.
It's Weyerhaeuser Lumber. You guys need your lumber. You know where to go. And
hit them up.
I've been there 10 years.
Wow.
Started from the bottom. You know, one of the grunts, and now I'm doing up in management and production specialist and planning and data analyst. And it's a lot. It's a lot to juggle. It's a lot to juggle, but the place has been great to me, most definitely.
So, I know I just asked, but I won't ask again. What is, besides the motivation, how do you do everything you do?
A lot of, you know what, I write a lot down.
Oh, do you?
I do. And a lot of that has to do with my job. My job makes you kind of have an agenda, and it's a lot of time management, and you got to figure out how to cram your day's task in an 8-hour range.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's try to figure out how to do this week's task in a 5-day span. And we just kind of write times down, and you'd believe it or not, in my phone I have notes of just like what's this and when is this, and try to make sure we're on time for stuff and just make it work.
You know what? That's funny you said that, because the other podcast I have with John, the bodybuilder, we have alarms, we have iPhones. He has an alarm set for everything. So instead of having like not a journal, what do you call it, like a calendar type deal?
Like an agenda.
Yeah.
It's like an agenda, yeah.
8 o'clock meeting, 9 o'clock eat, 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Just mark it. I'm like, oh shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised if you have good time management, you're able to accomplish a lot. Because a lot of people say, I don't have time, and I'm too busy. It's like, nah, that's not. You can't tell me you're too busy with all the stuff that we got going on.
Right. Thank you.
You can't tell me you're too busy for that stuff, because if I'm only 31, right? And if I'm able to be a full-time dad, a full-time husband, and juggle all these other things and still have time to rest, then you can't tell me. You can't tell me that. It's even to the point where it's like, we should go get another job just because the hustle don't stop. You know what I mean? We gotta, that's just my mentality.
You
that's
rest?
my mentality.
You sleep?
I do, in this nice, comfortable box. That we're gonna have is like a ricochet moment right now. See who can top who's worst.
No, that's cool. That's good, man. I never.
Yeah.
The writing thing down, I'm not good. I tried it.
Yeah.
I've tried it. I've tried it for this. Tried it for Tales of a King. I just go off, even if I don't know the person. As we speak before we record, I just I'll get it. But on the flip side, when I lost concentration earlier, it'd be nice to have the notes, because I knew that was what I was going to ask you about the hustling. Doing everything you do.
Yeah.
So I thought I had that in notes, but it doesn't work for me. I've tried it. I've tried it, because a lot of times what happens, I'll be looking, and you just answered everything in the first 2 minutes. I'm like, Now what?
Oh, we can keep, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I go off this like what's
Yeah.
happening, or you might
Yeah.
say something that triggers something I want to speak about. Or whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of it too comes from my childhood. Like, tattooing was, you know, I've always been involved in art, right? Art was the thing, right? Drawing and graffiti, and it was like, what can I do to take this to the next level? And man, I think I got my first tattoo when I was 14 years old.
Really?
and yeah, they're probably gonna get mad if they ever see this, but my mom and dad took me to go do that. You know, they were like, you're a good kid, you get good grades, and if you wanna do this, you can totally do this if you wanna do it. And I was like, all right, mom, let's go. And once that happened, I was like, man, that's it. That's all he has to do is just trace out the pattern. Like, I could totally do that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think maybe that year for Christmas, I got a whole tattoo kit
Wow.
at the age of 14. And that night, I remember Christmas night, I tattooed my mom for the first time.
Wow.
Oh, that thing is shitty. Oh, buddy. Woo, that thing is horrible.
Still has it? She still has
She
it?
still has
Really?
it. And I've told her before, like, let me redo it. Now it's been like 14 years, like, let me redo it. And nope, she's like, I want to keep it like this. This is number one, you know, it's number one, and it's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, and then, man, traveled up into tattooing and art class. Like the teachers used to be like, all right, that drawing's pretty good. All right, we'll let you do it, but don't say nothing. I won't say what high school I went to, but yeah, shout out to the art teachers over
Wait,
at,
you would tattoo them?
in class.
Oh,
in
shit,
Class.
in
No, the
class?
other kids in class, and we would have our machines, or we would even make them like a total jailhouse.
Yeah.
We'd have the cassette player, you know, the motor with a pen cap and a guitar string. You know, tells one of the
Nice.
friends
That's
like, hey
badass.
man, go to the music. Club right there and go steal a roll of guitar string, make sure it's this thick, because you know we would be able to tattoo like that and making ink out of toothpaste and stuff like it was just man, we were just up to no good doing stuff like that. And yeah, even all the way with cutting hair too. Cutting hair started, man, I was just so tired of it. I was so tired of it. My mom used to, I don't know if anybody else's mom used to cut their hair, but my mom used to cut my hair on the regular, and it was just like, please stop doing this to me, please. Yeah, you need to start taking me.
You know, and it's funny, you can tell kids if the parents cut the hair.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's cut without love, it's cut
and
because it's cheap.
It's cut because it is cheap, and nowadays, especially coaching Little League, you see those kids with those haircuts, and you're just like,
Yo, come here, let me
come
line you
on,
up.
bro. Like, don't do that to him. I know what that's like, and I'll be like, exchange numbers, and boom, there's a customer.
We're in 2022, not the 80s or 90s
man.
or 70s.
And haircuts are crazy though. They're crazy expensive.
They are.
And paying $40 a haircut. That's,
Yeah. Oh, I don't pay that much.
Oh, but yeah, you'd probably get it for free $99.
No,
You know what I mean?
no,
So
I know,
just
no.
smile and poke your shoulders out, and I bet they're getting.
Now I've been going to my barber for like what, 13, 12?
That's loyalty. That's loyalty.
Yeah,
That's loyalty.
Now he's had his own shop for like 5 years, so.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, we have a nice little studio set up at home, and we have our regulars that come in. And,
Oh, yeah.
It's just, you know, it's a homey atmosphere. It's a good vibe. You know, you don't have to. There's not other people looking at you or anything. You're secluded by yourself, and you know, kind of comfort and just get to talk and listen to music and get a haircut.
Do you do beer lineups and all that?
I do everything.
Really?
Everything. Yeah.
Are you licensed or you just
No,
learn
I
on?
just do this.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh man, they're gonna get me.
Now the tattooing though, did you work at a shop and stuff?
No,
or
so we tried doing the whole apprentice thing,
Mm-hmm.
and when we found out like apprenticeship was the whole, you're gonna work for 2 years and you're gonna be someone's pretty much, you know, slave to set up, and you don't even get to tattoo for the first 2 years. And I was like, bro, I already know how to tattoo. Like, here's my portfolio. And a couple of shops that I went to, they were real reluctant. I think probably had to do with my age. But even then, like a lot of the shops, and even with barbering, it's very political. If you have a certain type of, you know, customer range, they're gonna charge you more to be there. And
Really?
you take every haircut too, depending on the shop you're at, you know, or whatever the rules is, it's like a 60-40.
Yeah.
Every haircut.
Wow.
So it's like, even if you make, you know, your haircut's what, $40, you're only gonna take home like $15 of it. The rest of it goes to the shop.
But you paid it monthly, right? Not.
Well, yeah, and then I did the barbering I did do at a shop, but tattooing I never did. It was just more money doing it at home, you know, and just letting my work speak for itself, instead of, you know, people being like, oh man, I don't wanna, you know, because you're not at a shop and I need to see the lights and stuff like that. And people would take a chance on me and be blown away, you know, and it would just, You know what I mean? It was cool, man. It's a cool experience to have that, most definitely. It's more people bonding.
Yeah.
More people bonding, yeah.
Now, you ride a Road King, which is great. That's why we probably clicked together too.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you recently done some work to it.
Yes, actually.
I didn't know that was. I've seen you roll in at the Dream Big.
Yeah, Dream Big, Drive Low.
Dream Big, which is coming out soon. I was like, I didn't know. I was like, damn, who's that? And then I had no clue it was you.
Oh, man,
night and day with a couple rims and.
Oh man, you know what?
Just a whole other.
I got it brand new in 2019, and it was. Of course, it was a process. You look at the bike, you know, then and now, and it's like, oh man, what did we get ourselves into? And slowly but surely, it's just, you know, one thing here, and the wheels and all that stuff. That was the kind of the icing on the cake. And my wife will tell you first-handedly that shit is not done with. I tell her just all we gotta do is rims, babe, and that's it. And yeah, okay, yeah. I've heard this before.
For now. Is it on air? Or?
It's on air ride too, yeah. It's on via air, air ride in the rear. You know what was miraculously, I just found out you could do air ride in the front. I've never known that. I've never known that. Yeah, I've seen somebody with air ride in the front and I was like, what? You can actually do that?
You know my bike has front and rear, right?
I did not know that. I did not know that. No, I was totally, I seen I think it was.
You never see me dump it?
I've never seen you dump it. I've never seen you
irritated right now.
Back it up and dump it.
Back it. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was always just the rear and I was like, man, that's an option. And as soon as I seen it, I kind of looked at her and she was already.
You can buy the kit from Dirty Air.
Oh, there you go. But
has everything.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
And I recommend the Fast Up because the Fast Up has a tank, so it holds air. Otherwise, if you don't have a tank, you're gonna be. She won't be like. We could both be on. I could dump it and pick it up.
Oh shit.
That's what's called Fast Up. They have the tank.
Yeah.
So sometimes I sit there.
Sorry.
Support Bag of Rags.
Support us, please.
Support Air Rags.
Get some more looks. Let's do it.
You got a system?
I do. Yes, all Pioneer setup. Nothing too flashy enough to get us by, but yeah, most definitely, it's a cool little setup. That's next on the list too, is upgrading the sound system there.
I'm gonna go in another direction real fast because this popped in my head. What was the coolest sale you've done so far with this? Have you had one of those yet? Moments?
Sale. You want to know what? I think my first coolest sale. Shout out to her too. Her name is Quincy.
Oh yeah.
The girl Quincy, and she was the first person that not only was like hype about buying this stuff, it was like, yo, can I take a picture with you? And I was like, I looked at my wife and I was like, she wants to take a picture with me? Like, what? This is crazy. And she was like, yeah, and she is my first, and I have it saved because that, you know, is near and dear to me, but she is the first like sale wanting a picture customer. And for me, that was like, wow, this is cool. This is next level shit now. You know, it's not just, you know, we're not just out here selling bandanas. You know, people are actually coming fond of us and building relationships with us. And she gets the icing on.
So do you get that a lot now, or?
I do.
Really?
I do, yeah. Or like they'll pull up and be like, can we park the bike right here? And then, you know, either take pictures with the bikes or, you know.
What if the bike isn't nice? What do you say?
Oh, it's all love. It's all love.
Don't lie.
It's all love.
No, it's not.
All love. You know what? You know why?
No, I don't want an ugly bike in front of my booth.
My bike was not the greatest, and I would be like, man, I want to take a picture with that.
I want to
take a picture with that.
Keep going.
Nah, never that. We show love to everybody, and yeah, we try to be as family oriented, and it's always, you know, a good vibe. I treat everybody the same.
Right.
It's all love and respect, and it's crazy because I get a lot of people who. Man, kind of like, not judge, it's different now with being in the Harley community, but, you know, you look at us and, you know, I'm bald head, tattoo face, and, you know, big guy, and everyone's just like, oh man, this guy's gonna be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, and then they were like, you're the sweetest person I've ever met. I'm like, well, give me a chance.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. I'm sure it happens to you too.
It still does, but even at first, like when we started Bonehead, it was, people were like, they don't want to come up. I'm like, I wouldn't have this setup if I was gonna be a dickhead, you know what I mean? Like, but as your name is known, as your name gets thrown out there, nah, dude, Brandon's cool as fuck. I'll still get DMs. Yeah, I seen you over here, but you look intimidating, bro. I'm like,
nah.
I'm over there saying hi and talking to everyone. Don't be intimidated. Come up and say what's up.
The worst that like you gotta live life. Like the worst thing that someone can say is no.
Yep.
It is not gonna kill you. It is not gonna ruin what you got going on. If someone says no, that's cool, try again. It's all about consistency, attention to detail, and follow through, bro. Those are my 3 key things.
If you quit, you'll never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You will never know. You might have been right there. There is more, I can't elaborate, but it was basically saying the whole thing, how the only way you're never gonna know is if you quit.
Yeah.
So why quit?
Exactly.
I was like, damn.
Exactly.
But also, at the same time, I also believe there's a fine line of where you need to be like, okay, I think it's not working out.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I've seen people like that. I'm like, I wish I could tell them like, yo, maybe it's time. I've told Mara, I don't want to sell Bonehead. She said no, because we're not doing anything.
Yeah, and a lot of it is people have to understand how to take constructive criticism. That's the only way you can grow as a person, as a business, right? It's just if someone, and especially you have to appreciate those people, because some people could just let you live in that light and then just watch that downhill slope of everything going on for you. And it's like to have people like you and to have people who can approach you and just be like, hey, you know what, maybe, you know, on a personal note, this might not be working for you quite as good as it was. Have you thought of this, or have you eaten this? Or maybe it's just, you know, you need to go. And some people need that, right? It's that extra, because a lot of people are afraid to, you know, courage to intervene. You know, a lot of people are afraid of that. And nah, you got to be able to.
Or even ask. Dude, I'll ask bigger brands, like, even like now, this stuff, I'll ask people who do it like for a living, like, hey, have you watched any videos? Yeah, what do you think? You know, or we're doing the Bonehead. I would ask people that do this shit for a living. Yeah. That's their full-time job. Hey, bro, like, what's different? What's this? But you ever heard of Cartel Inc?
Yes.
So Carlos, the owner, we see him downtown years ago, huh? I don't know. Oh, in 2015, 16, we're buying products. So was he, except he was buying truckloads and I was buying a bag. And I told him, I asked him, I said, he said, how you doing? I said, oh, you know, I was going through like watching everyone else stage. Mm-hmm. Like, why isn't nothing happening for me stage? I told him, I said, oh, you know, well, I'm just trying to, this guy, that guy. He goes, fuck them. He goes, don't worry about what they're doing. Which you've heard before, right? But coming from this guy who, this is what he does for a living. He makes money, good living off selling cool shirts. Yeah. He said, there's enough for all of us. He's like, you're 2,000 Instagram followers. There's billions of people in the world, not 2,000 people. He goes, just do your thing. Smidget. Focus on you. Yep. And it took me a while to learn that, but ever since I started doing that, I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, if you can get past that phase and what you got going on, because, you know, there is times where you feel, man, there's, you know, I'm not doing anything. I haven't made no sales in a long time, or nothing's like really progressing. Right. You can't like let that make or break you, or you can't. That's gonna happen. It's not gonna define you, because there's always a plateau. There's peaks and valleys. There's obstacles you're gonna go through that, you know, put you to the test. And if you can get past that, then, you know, in a personal note, you've made it. If you can get past that stage without discouraging yourself or being depressed about it, like you've absolutely made it, because the mindset is everything. You have to have the right mindset for it.
But on the flip side, you're gonna feel like that.
Oh yeah,
regardless.
Oh yeah.
Even right now, I'll tell you, fuck, you don't know. But because it's just there's really like no slow season for us. But I feel like sometimes we get stagnant in a point where nothing's happening. Yeah. Like everything's cool, you know, because we're not selling anything. But I just feel like, how come we're not bumping up, or how come?
Yeah. And even with us, like being at shows, we've had shows where we're like, dude, kick ass, man. I'm talking making good, great, you know, valued money, and then go to another show and you just make half that. Mm-hmm. And then it's like you go to the next show, okay, you made a little bit more than half that, and then, you know, then you're like, oh, I kind of didn't really sell anything, you know. And at the end of the day, you can't. That doesn't define you. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta just fight through it, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You're different, you know, different atmospheres and different, you know, places, environments, stuff like that. Some people might not feel you as good as the other ones, you know, and it happens.
I always said, I went into every show thinking all I want back is what I paid for the vendor fee and what we put into that show. Mm-hmm. So if it didn't do good, at least I know. Well, if it cost $500 to get here, I got 600. I made $100, like whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing for us too. Is there's some shows that are a bit steep, you know?
Yeah,
it's just like, man, you know, we do well, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, we're selling bandanas and stuff like that. So to keep up with that market, and like, man, there was an actual upcoming show that we had to kind of back out of because it was just like, man, yo, $350 to set up. There's no way I'm gonna end up making that stuff back, you know, in on a positive note.
How do you know?
And it's like
The show?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's
And it
smart
was
too.
like,
Like, you'll know.
I
you
know
what
I
mean?
know when we need to pull out or
Right.
not, you know, and you know, I sometimes you don't have to be at every show, right? A lot of people say you got to show up more, and it's like, hey, well, I'm gonna plug myself in where I see best fit for us. Right? I don't want to step on no one's toes. That's a big thing too for me. I don't like stepping on people's toes, but at the same time, I'll step on the right toes if I need to.
Right.
And because if that's just the next level on, you know, taking our business, and yeah, most definitely. I know when to pull out. For sure.
I believe we hit every show, but because we're a clothing brand. So clothing you could take anywhere. Something like this, kind of smart, where you're not going to do like a Hello Kitty show or I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like something that has nothing to do with, and you're going to know that.
Yeah.
You listen to your gut, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
But no, you guys are on the right track. Well, you're telling me people are going to shows just to see you guys.
Just to see us, and man, I wish I remembered her Instagram name, but she, there was this girl at the Dream Big Drive Low show, and when we were there, it was like, we had a Little League game that morning, so like we went like at 6:30, we set up, everything was ready to rock, and we took off to the Little League game and was trying to make it back, and poor thing, she came up to us and she was like, man, I've been here for hours waiting for you guys, and I was like, are you serious? And yeah, it's remarkable to see, like, man, there's actually people who are dedicated to making sure that they see us to pick up our product, and it's quality product and long lasting, and you know what I mean, and stuff's gonna last for a while, and it's very humbling, and we're grateful for those people. It makes it all worthwhile, the late nights and the, you know what I mean, the tired mornings and stuff like that. Like that's what we do it for. Why else would we do it? You know, other than, you know, the love of what we have for it. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Most definitely.
You sound like me when we did clothing. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, most definitely.
I need to get back. I didn't lose it completely. I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to fake the funk. I don't want to make shit just because it's something I do now.
You gotta want to do it.
You gotta want to do it.
You gotta want it. You gotta want it, because if you're doing something you don't love or doing something that you don't want to do, then honestly, what's the point? The money comes and goes. Money comes and goes all the time. No matter what shape or form it's in, it comes and goes. And if you're able to do it while locked in and have a good time while you're doing it, then more power. But don't stress yourself out.
Yeah, you guys are on the right track, man. I said it before. You guys are doing great, and I'm proud of you guys. And,
thank you, man. Most definitely.
But what's next for you guys? Anything coming up as far as?
What's the next show? Do you have my phone? No, huh? And I got everything in the calendar, man.
Besides the other designs, anything special you could talk about?
We're looking at a new, of course, like sticker lines and stuff to come out. A new line of T-shirts. We're thinking about throwing my Road King on it. Something super dope, you know, and we have like this cool little design with a chubby skeleton. So you know what I mean? Yeah, it's something we got.
I thought skeletons were one size.
You know what I mean? Nah, not us. Not us. We're built different.
Stop using
oh,
it.
man.
Stop using it.
Right. Yeah. No, it's we got a new shirt that we want to try to work on and get out, and just kind of, you know, summertime is here. So
right. Tank tops?
It's time to tank tops, yep. And then start preparing for winter time, because, man, California, it's hot and cold. That's why we didn't ride up here, because we thought the weather was going to be trash.
Shitty today.
We started leaving, and it was like, man, can we turn the AC on? I'm like, what the? You know what I mean? What the hell's going on here now? So yeah, I got a lot of stuff planned up. So it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
So where can they find you if they're looking for you?
If you're looking for me, Instagram is the best.
No, show-wise.
Oh, show-wise. I'm sorry. We ended up starting trailing off. We had that, so the 30th, Side Effect is their, I believe, their 3-year anniversary. It's to raise money for, I believe, autism. That's going to be the show. It's in San Bernardino, California. So, yeah, you can find us there. I'm going to be posting a lot of, I always try to post on the story or on the feed, letting everybody know where we're going to be, where you can find us. And yeah, most definitely.
Do you answer all your DMs?
Everyone.
I like asking that question.
Everyone, because you never know. You never know. That one DM can you answered mine and look where we're at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That one.
I always
DM,
wanted to rag.
That one DM can totally just can change everything. You just never know. You never know.
Yeah,
Now,
and you never know who you're speaking to.
You never know.
That just because someone has 100 followers doesn't mean they're not an executive for HBO or Netflix or whatever it could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
I didn't know it's
never
not somebody who's like, man, I would love to put this in a Harley Davidson store. You know what I mean? They're selling them in orange and black and, you know what I mean, putting the Harley logo on it and all that. Like, that stuff can happen.
Right.
That stuff can happen, and you just never know. It's like to the blessings of God, you know what I mean? He'll let us know when it's time.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
And make some tank tops?
We sure can.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one makes tank tops. I'm tired of that. Getting old. Grease monkey.
I'm tired of flexing through these t-shirts.
This is your interview, not mine, okay? I'm the host.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. How many kids you have?
Oh man, where do we start? Five.
Five. Wow.
Kids, yeah. 2 girls, 3 boys, yeah.
And you're married?
Yeah, and married, happily married.
And you support everything?
Everything. Yeah.
I always said, like, I don't know, you haven't followed me very long, but like I always say, if your spouse doesn't support you, what you do, it's not, what's the point?
Exactly.
And everyone's probably heard this before, even like with motorcycle riding.
Yeah.
There's guys that, where, you know, oh, my wife doesn't like this. Well, that's not fun. Then you're always, you know, you're always on time limit or.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're 2 different people, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, we're 2 different people, and it's like you learn how to adapt. That's how you make things successful, and then you make it, you know, worth its while. And even with motorcycle riding, she was like, I'm never getting on the back of that shit. That death trap, fuck that. Now it's like, hey, you trying to go to Applebee's? Let's take a bite. You know, man, yeah, jump on the back. Let's go to Applebee's real quick, and you know, we'll mash out and have a good time. And you know, it's totally changed. And even with this stuff, man, we always have, you know, as men, right? We always have our quirks, little ideas and little trinkets, and sometimes they don't work, right?
Right.
And I've had most definitely types of ventures that don't work, and at the same time, she's still there to support me. So even when this stuff started up, she was supportive, and it was like, okay, you know, is this just another one of your, you know, ideas? And I'm like, something's gonna click. And when we were done making it and had it all packaged, she was like, this shit's kind of tight, you know what I mean? I like this is cool. Can you make other ones like this? And I was like, yeah, let's go and let's start coming up with some more ideas. And so she's a lot of my inspiration behind my stuff, and I'm eternally grateful for her and just the support. You know, it makes it all more worthwhile. You know, while we're in the process of doing it. So yeah.
Okay, you know what? Sorry, I know I'm all over the place. That's just my brain.
It's all good.
Do you do custom orders?
I can do custom orders.
Okay,
yes,
so if you're listening, he will do whatever you want. Right?
You do any color rag, any color stitching. We are in the process of trying to figure out how to get some embroidery done. So all you shops and all you custom lines and stuff like that, you can start ordering your bag of rags. And
like going down?
Yeah, try to put shop.
Would you do it over this or like a solid?
No, we do it over that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we would do it over that. Yeah, most.
That'd be actually pretty badass, like a red grommet, right?
Yep, grommet.
With red stitching and red lettering or something like that.
Mm-hmm. On a light gray bandana.
Like I don't know. I'm not like I can't.
Oh no,
that'll look good though.
Color waves, man. Color waves, most definitely, because you already get to cheat off with this. Just the brown rag has already 4 color waves: the silver, the white, the black, and the brown. That's already 4 color waves in just a bandana. So you start adding, you know what I mean? You start adding more color to it. It's like things start coming more
attention to detail.
Yeah, most definitely.
And these are stickers.
Those are not stickers. These are just our product tags. Product tags, yeah. I'm a challenger, man. We need to get some stickers on deck, bro.
Dude, but from day one, this is what it looked like. This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you got your shirts. Hit them up on Instagram because the website isn't up yet.
Yeah, you can hit me up. And then we can also do...
What's the deal with the website?
Oh, man, man, I no excuses, right? I don't like to make excuses. We've been busy. It's no excuses, but we've been, you know, we've had some stuff, personal family stuff.
Right.
We've had to deal with in the past couple of months, and you know, just trying to juggle everything and make sure, you know, we want to make sure when we're moving forward, we're in the right mindset, right? Because you don't want to, you know, kind of start acting out rash, but. Now where I believe we're in a good place now, and we're, you know, where we need to be, and as soon as we can, we're gonna start moving forward on that stuff and hit the ground running, most definitely.
So if your first show was the toy drive in December, when did you guys start?
I think November.
Oh, really?
November.
Wow.
So we say November. Yeah, we've been what, 4 months, 5 months, and yeah, we're already where we're at.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's an absolute blessing just to see where we're, you know what I mean, just an idea off the wall, and to see like all the love and the joy and just the experiences, getting to meet people and go to different places and see all the kick-ass bikes and in a matter of 5 months, man, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. What a blessing.
And this could take you places you never thought.
Yeah.
Fucking microphone, Christian. Or is it like you know, we met. I don't want to say no names, but we met people who've done stuff like what do you call it? Accessories?
Yeah.
Who met movie stars, rappers, just off there because people saw it, people have seen it. I'm like, dude, something like this, I could see. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Man, anybody, and then like they're even how they're worn, and sometimes they put them in places, and I'm just like, man, that's a great idea. I just to hook it through like that, and they walk it on and have it on their belt loop, and it's just like with their keys and their bandana and all that. It's a kick-ass look.
I love mine on my wall. I don't know why it's
MCs and
just it's supposed to. Oops, shit. It just like it fits it. I don't know why it fits it. Plus brown's my favorite color.
Yeah, most definitely. That's exactly why I brought all brown merch today. You know, and to support most definitely.
Cool. So check him out on Instagram, baggers_rags.
Absolutely.
His website will be up soon.
Soon, most definitely, most definitely.
It'll be up soon. I'll make sure.
Yeah, no, he will.
People probably want to order. It's funny. A lot of people don't want to go through like Instagram. That I've had people who be like, "Hey, bro, can I just mail you a check?" I'm like, "No."
Like what? You know what though? I understand the whole Instagram thing because I have been ripped off before. I've had somebody on, I don't remember the name because he most definitely reported my dude, but someone tried to make a cartoon version of me on my bike, and I was like, man, that's the coolest shit ever. Hell yeah, because I'm gonna use that design for the t-shirt. You know, 2 birds, 1 stone. And I looked at the page, I seen Road King Nation was on it. And
one of those guys.
And I seen a couple other people that I've known on there, and I was like, oh, this dude's legit. And he'll be like, okay, cool, like, I'll get everything drawn up, I should have it for you.
Wait, he drew, it was of you or someone else?
No, so they were like, send me a picture of you on your bike.
Oh, so you fell for the whole thing.
I fell for the whole fucking thing, bro. Fell for the whole thing, and I totally have sympathy now for those people who I'm like, man, if you don't trust it, and you know, stick with your gut, like we said. But you know, you can catch us at shows. We're live places. You see me and my family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're about it. You can trust us. Like we're not gonna scam you. We're not gonna. I send confirmation codes and tracking numbers and stuff like that, just to make people feel more at ease and stuff like that.
You know, it's funny you said that because my buddy, he's a big brand. I'm not gonna say his name, but he hit me up like last week, and he said, "Hey, your dude that does the artwork, Tommy, Tough Designs."
Yeah.
He goes, he sent me his page. And I go, "That's not him." He goes, "Oh, this guy said he could do my stuff, blah blah blah." I said, "Bro, that's not him. Don't." He's like, I want to make sure. I thought something was funny.
Yeah.
Because he was like, "You know what? Yeah, let's do something."
Yeah.
But you're not gonna, as a tattoo artist, you're not gonna send DMs to people saying you want to tattoo them, right?
No, most definitely.
They're gonna reach out to you.
Yeah.
So these guys are sending people messages like, "Hey, I can do your stuff." Fuck off, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, no, that's it. You know, it was only $40, but you know, I worked my ass off for that.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was really looking forward to that damn cartoon. That was cool, man. I was like, you make a fat dude on a motorcycle, add him at a big chubby skeleton stuff, and I was like, it's great. People are gonna love this. People are gonna love this, and yeah, it did totally rip me off for my money, and man,
that sucked.
I was hurt. I was hurt, and the cold fact wasn't even that he was like ignored me after. Like he prolonged the messages. Like we messaged each other for like a week, and he would respond to me quick, or whoever that person was, quick. Don't worry, we're working on it. Oh, can you send me $25 more because my software crashed, and that's all I need left to bring my software up. I said, bro, you keep my money, bro. I know what this is now. You know, you can't get me like that. You want me to Zelle you $40 more to a software, bro? This is your company. This is what you do. How am I supposed to pay for your stuff?
Yeah,
you know? I'm already
you're
trying
keeping
to pay
him
for mine, bro. And I could just imagine all the people who, you know. So if you ever get hit up by like, you know, somebody like that, make sure it's legit. Cause I could just imagine how many people he's hyped up or they've hyped up and stole their money.
They're smart though. They use my designs. You know, they're probably using your design still.
Yeah.
So shit, this dude must be legit. He's doing it to everyone.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah, man, don't fall for it, most definitely.
Anyways, Brandon, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, no
You
worries.
guys keep going forward, man. Keep pushing hard. Keep kicking ass.
Yeah.
Keep. That's what I do that before we talk. I'm like, Black Widow, Brandon. It doesn't work though. Anyway, man, thank you guys and your wife for coming up, and hope for nothing but the best for you guys.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Don't remember who made you famous.
We're gonna take it to the next level. We never forget nobody.
Oh yeah, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Love, hey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Again, you guys, man, thank you for tuning in to another episode of It's What We Do podcast. Thank you again to Black Widow Investigations for making this episode and every episode possible. Thank you to our producer, July King. Mr. King has left the building. And to the audience. You guys stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon.
I gotta plug my Instagram real quick if you don't mind. That'd be great.
We're gonna do this again.
Yeah. So if you can, just follow me on Instagram at bagger_rags. DM us. Let us know what you need. We'll take care of you. And looking forward to making business with you guys. Thank you guys so much.
And again, on YouTube, everything will be down below, like always. And we'll talk to you soon. Later. Julio.
I wish he was in here too because I was gonna tell him, yo, that shirt is yours actually, by the way. I brought that just for you, bro.
Oh, shit.
He walked
also
out
recording, so you'll see it.
Oh, well, there it is, bro. There it is. That's for you. That's for you. I'm not even gonna take it.
I don't know if anyone caught it on the poncho. I'll keep talking on the poncho episode.
Yeah.
After you did the intro, I don't know if anyone caught it. Did you catch it?
No, I didn't.
I go, fuck, I'm good. He left it in there. He goes, you didn't see that? You didn't hear that biscuit?
No,
I said, I did.
I have to go fucking watch that. He's
yeah.
like, hey, I'm fucking awesome, bro.
Because
I don't know about you.
It was a one here to quitter. The intro was one. It was one take.
Fucking A.
So we're like, this is we're in Arizona. Guys, stay tuned. King Life. And I don't know if he's ever. I know he's still recording, but he doesn't need to do that. So I'm like, fuck, I'm good.
Hey, no, that sometimes, people, that cocky shit sometimes is tight, bro. You gotta.
Because it's usually not a one here to quitter. It's usually 3, 4, 5, 6 takes. Because I either stutter or I mess up, or what I said before I miss, which needed to be in there, or blah, blah. So it's funny, dude.
I'm super proud of myself too. I came in here nervous as shit, and now I'm like, man, I didn't stutter. All my words sounded pretty clear. I was in the mic and I didn't talk too high. This shit is high. We do this more often, man. This shit is cool.
We can. I'm with you.
Yeah, we can, most definitely.
I know Mikey wants to interview me. Mikey El Loco.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I like being on this side.
Did you attend his show?
Mm-hmm. One for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because then we had the other event.
Who won the bike? Who was it that won the bike?
Fucking Savage Cycles.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Dude, he bought like.
He took the money, didn't he?
20 tickets. No, he took the bike.
He took the bike. Fucking right, dude. Fucking right.
I would take the bike too.
Oh, I was saying the same thing. I said, you know what? I take the fucking bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was 25,000.
Tell you right now, I don't even put this on. That bike was worth more than 25,000.
25,000 sound real fucking nice, and then I was like,
you can sell that bike for 50 probably.
Fucking bike, just even for the name, bro. The name that's on it.
Yeah.
Easy fucking money. That's smart move. That's a beautiful bike.
But if you ever get a chance, you gotta do one of his raffles. It's top notch.
Yeah,
food, drinks,
I watched
DJ.
some of his live,
Yeah.
and we watched a lot of his updated stuff, and I was like, man, this dude is going all out. Talking about motherfucker who can do this shit right and do it clean. That's one thing. If you can do it right and you can do it clean, flawlessly, like that, his shit is top notch. The little tours he does through his shop.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can even on the glass doors, the way the etch is in the mirrors, man, that is fucking kick ass. Fucking kick ass.
That's what him and Marcos on the Biker Bulldogs. I think they're.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that show.
They're similar but different. That makes sense. You know what I mean? Like they're both detailed people. They're both they build bit of everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, you can't categorize them. Their mindset, their creativeness is so out of the box. It's
right.
Mikey, he's nuts when it comes to that. And then the youngster over there at IE Baggers, man,
better watch out for that guy in 10 years.
That boy is a genius. Every opportunity I get to talk to him, I make sure I talk to him.
People don't realize he's only 22, 23, but they don't. Some people don't realize what he has. Mm-hmm. He's been to school, all that stuff.
Yeah, but nope. Yeah, it's super cool, man. That kid's a beast.
Where did he go?
Most definitely.